get prayers, but our sons get chalked. Why you fear our truth, but your life.
Blessed risings, good afternoon or good evening, depending on where in the world you're tapping in from. You got to keep in mind that Keep It P podcast is a global show. And today on this episode of Tether Talk, we will be discussing why history repeats for disobedient black men, the machine, the message, and the stabbing of Tory Lanez. We will be discussing this and more after these brief messages. Welcome back. I am your host, TZ Von Savage, and we will be discussing Tory Lanez getting stabbed, why history repeats for disobedient black men, the machine, the message, and the stabbing of Tory Lanez. Let's get this clear up front. Tory Lanez is not FBA. He's not. He's a Canadian tether, and this is not about saving him. It is not. But it is about understanding the machine that took him down and how it's the same machine that targets FBA truth tellers, disruptors, and independent thinkers. This stabbing wasn't just prison violence. It was a message, a carefully timed move right after new appeal evidence dropped. You don't have to like him to see the setup. What setup am I talking about? What's he talking about? You don't even know what they just be talking. They don't know. Well, let Tory tell you.
4 contributors
Fair you.
on this suspected gun. 90% contributor on this gun is a male, and the rest of the percentages of this gun are 2 females and another male. None of those 4 people are my DNA. So I am 100% excluded, not inconclusive like they said when I was in trial. I'm 100% excluded from this gun when it comes to DNA. My fingerprints are 100% excluded from the magazine, from the gun, from the bullets, from anything that has to do with this gun. Cedars-Sinai Hospital, with the help of LAPD, Los Angeles Police Department, for those who don't understand the abbreviation, together they have put on my discovery that we have lost the bullet fragments. Well, if you lost the bullet fragments, then you can't even attach this gun to the alleged bullets that allegedly hit the victim in LA County, so we can never, ever grab the gun and do any retesting. The LAPD made sure to seal the gun so that there would be no retesting on this gun. When we went into court and we put these things in and said, hey, like, we're factually innocent due to these facts, the court said, you know what? We're going to consider that because there's good reason appearing on what you're saying. My judge, Judge Harringford, Judge David B. Harringford, I watched this man literally look at me and say, so let's just say I'll take the DNA evidence to be real, and I'll say that it's true. He said this on record, by the way. It's in my transcripts. He says, I'll take the DNA evidence to be true, but I'm going to say this. At the end of the day, even if I take it to be true, that's not a big factor in this case. That's not why he got convicted. Brother, what the fuck are you talking about? My nigga, what the fuck is you talking about, my nigga? Because that's the whole case.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that? That's what I'm talking about. You don't know what they're talking about. That's the switcheroo that I'm talking about right there. So that's the setup. The so-called justice system is just a delivery tool. The real architect, the entertainment industry's white supremacist machine is in full partnership with the mainstream media and compliant raccoon handlers. Tory's defiance, because they always copying how we get down, and he already copying the hip hop. So he's copying the FBA defiance. His refusal to bow, to be owned, to apologize on cue has made him a threat. But we know where he got that from. And when FBA men don't comply, which Tory is not, they get discarded, silenced, and punished publicly to send a warning. That's not new. See, but you tethers don't want to understand. See, you want to say we're divisive. No, we've been trying to be my brother, my brother, my brother. All while you're like a kata, kata, kata. See, you guys still have that plantation logic, and we know where you got it from. Because your plantation logic comes from the slave master, because you have that type of mentality, and we can tell from your slave master language that you use, right? And then you'll get back. No, hold on. I wasn't using the lingo. I wasn't using the FBA lingo. That's why they're able to go in and out of their accents and come because they're pretending. It's just acting. See, and we've seen this cycle before. FBA artists build the culture, set the trends, bring the truth, and then get tossed the second they stop being useful or obedient. Look at what they did to Michael Jackson when he brought a publishing empire. Bill Cosby, when he tried to get down with the TV station and ownership. Look at how they humiliated Kanye when he tried to buck the system. Although you is a little Looney Tune, brother, but that's how they try to do you, though, and make you seen, right? Not caping for cuz, because you done said some crazy stuff, cuz. But there's no denying that fact that cuz has a little bit of genius in there, fam. And he won't let them control him, and they don't like that. Look how quickly they turned on even a raccoon like Dave Chappelle. Look at how everybody turned on Ice Cube, even the vote blue no matter who raccoon negralities. Don't forget Cat Williams when he stepped off script and got to telling the business. See, this is how the machine disciplines disobedience. Pay attention to the timing of the stabbing. Right after appeal documents showed cracks in the conviction, right when public sentiment has been shifting. This, of course, isn't random. This is control through chaos. There's a message, there's a lesson being sent. Stay in line or else. As I've mentioned multiple times, Tory Lane is not FBA, but this moment exposes a blueprint that FBA men need to study. They don't want strong, independent-minded Black men in control of their own narrative. They want tokens, non-thinkers, entertainers, not emancipators. Just shut up and do your tap dance and sing. You're allowed to dance, sing, act a fool, but challenge the narrative. Now you are officially a threat and you have crossed the line. Classic white supremacy hides behind these contracts, algorithms, and celebrity gossip now. They're just not putting on the hood, right? The white bed sheets, the burning of the crosses, the sicking of the dogs, the using of fire hoses, the using the Black babies as alligator bait. But please believe it's the same game. Break the mind, isolate the fighter, and make an example of them. We're watching modern day lynchings every day on social media with Wi-Fi and headlines. So what do? We protect our own. We build our own platforms. I know we've tried before, but we got to be on code and follow through. But you know they will come and get to straggling whatever platform. So now it runs slow. All of a sudden, the storage costs more. Anything for stiflations. But what we definitely don't do is let their propaganda define who we are. They can't cancel what they can't control. But let this be a wake-up call. The machine doesn't just chew up non-FBAs. It was built to destroy FBA resistance. That's what it was built for destruction. But of us, though. So while I'm not caping for Tory, let his case be a cautionary tale, not because we owe him anything, no loyalty, no nothing, but because we see how this system plays chess with anyone who even looks like they may be an FBA man. That's what we learned here today, boys and girls. That the real focus is on you, chewing you up and spitting you out of the machine, the black meat, the black talent, the let's disregard them after we're done. You are disposable. That's why we need to do our own thing. As always, we have no friends. We have none. But I'm not going to hold you. I'm just going to mold you, fold you, and scold you about being off code. Going to leave you with 4 words as we always do around this time. Subscribe for the vibe, like for the spike. Comment your vitamin and share if you care, if you dare to get Black empowerment. Everywhere. We on all of the platforms, Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Facebook. Come and take a look. You might get hooked. Don't get shook by the fake Keep It P podcasts that are out there, because they are out here. Indeed, they are. Love, peace, blessings, and maloha. I gotta go ha for show. You already know how. Big brother, light bright, supremo, my T. Signing off.
Get prayers, but our sons get chalked. Why you fear our truth, but your lies get talked? Why you ride our wave, but we can't get calls? Y'all devils love style, but don't feel us at all. Y'all some damn devils, it ain't no other way. FBA on code, and we switching up the game. Y'all some devils.